Report is presented by The Living Desert.
Let me ask you a question. Do you like to spend time alone? Sometimes people who enjoy their alone time are thought of as aloof or standoffish. Well, maybe we should all be aloof and standoffish, because that looks like that alone time may lead to more time, as in a longer life. Happy 4th of July. The fireworks will be set off soon, and some cities even have drone shows tonight. Do you think people in the 1960s could have ever imagined what a drone show or how it would look like in 2025? Made me think about the future. I was wondering, you ever sat back and pictured what life might look like, say, in 2065? A new survey says a lot of people think technology is going to be running the show, with AI taking on a bigger role in our day-to-day lives, maybe even more than we'd like. But it's not all sunshine and shiny new gadgets. Folks are worried about climate change. Looking ahead, it seems like there'll be some pretty exciting breakthroughs, but also some tough roads to walk. What kind of world do you think we'll be living in come 2065? Our guests tonight are Jamie and Doug Baker. I started thinking, what kind of world will we be living in 2065? I think the bigger question is, will we be living at all in this world in 2065? We could. I mean, we could, Doug.
No, it'll be 2065 AD after Doug. Okay, I'm not going to be around. I'm not. And there's a lot of doom and gloom about what's going to be happening by 2065, wasn't there? Jamie, you read the article.
I did. I think the Jetsons, remember them? They were way ahead of themselves. I don't want to live till I'm like, what 90? No. Mm-mm.
You know, that's interesting. Why wouldn't you? Let's say there are advances in medicine, okay? So that we're all okay. I mean, look, as we get older, we're going to have some bumps and bruises and pains, a new day, a new pain. But let's say we're all pretty much okay. Wouldn't you want to be around if you were pretty much okay, Jamie?
Okay, yeah, you're right. If I feel healthy, I have my dignity, my mind is not out of control or more, I think I could live, but yeah, getting old. Yeah, if I have my stuff together, I'd be okay.
All right. Doug, what kind of environmental troubles do you think we'll be dealing with, mostly down the road?
I still think we're going to be in 40 years, dealing with clean air issues. We've done a lot better job as a nation here, getting us clean air to breathe, but elsewhere in the world, that's not happening at all. And there's a lot of bad air out there due to oxygenic factories, that type of thing. I think that's going to continue to be an issue.
How can people get ready for the changes that might be coming our way? Jamie?
You have to keep learning. You can't just sit there and say, well, I've never done it that way, so I'm not going to learn. You have to be aware of all these changes. Stay up with it.
All right. When's the last time you've been to a hotel? Does it seem some are so millennial, hip, and cocktail bar ready that if you don't vibe with their late night DJ lounge, your stay feels like you're crashing someone else's party? Hotels are now aggressively targeting niches, young, family focused, boomers. If you're in the wrong spot, your dream getaway can quietly turn into a mismatched nightmare. Think all-nighters, Instagrammable lobbies, or themed vibes. It's like an Airbnb meets a curated dating app. For hotel stays, the trick is to recognize the vibe before you book. Knowing your hotel's age energy is the key. Doug, would you rather stay somewhere that fits your mood, or do you like variety?
No, I don't like variety. We tend to stick to two major hotel chains and specific properties within that hotel chain, because we know they'll give us what we want within that brand. I don't know why people just don't look at a hotel's website before they book. You can figure out the whole vibe from that.
You don't like variety, Jamie?
No, I don't like variety, and I like to choose what my variety of hotel would be. Doug booked us a hotel. He told me we were staying at Langham. Oh, I like Langham, but it turned out to be a Langham in Court, whatever. It was disaster.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Yep. Doug, you told her one thing and you were at another. How did that happen?
No. We were at the Langham, but this was London. And we certainly weren't at the Langham I thought we were going to be at, which was very nice, very opulent, very pleasant. No, we were at the Langham Court, which you have more room in a youth hostel. It was a terrible experience.
But when you got there, why didn't you say, wait a minute, this is not what I thought it was, and move to the other hotel?
It was booked, as was almost every other hotel in London.
So how was your stay in London, Jamie?
It was nice.
It was nice. You even survived the court.
We drank a lot.
Yeah, but wait a minute. That's Tuesday night for you. So what's the difference?
It's every day, actually. Why not?
I understand.
But
All right. Well, let me tell you something. How's your brain? It turns out it's more than what you ate for breakfast. Lifestyle changes can actually slow or even reverse its aging clock. A small but promising study showed that middle-aged folks with early dementia symptoms saw cognitive improvement after plant-based diets, exercise, meditation, and support groups. Get this, 71% of the folks who tried the lifestyle changes either got better or at least held steady, while the group that did nothing didn't see any improvement at all. You toss in AI-powered brain scans and high-tech blood tests, we might be heading toward a future where we can keep tabs on our brain health like checking our steps. Think of it like a Fitbit for your brain, just with a much bigger price tag. Okay, Doug, would you overhaul your lifestyle if a brain age scan told you your mind was older than your years?
No, I mean, it's difficult for me to believe that anything on me is older than I really am. I'm lucky to be this old, period. So no, I'm not going to get a brain scan and find out if it's even older than my body. No, God bless it if it is.
All right, and Jamie, what do you think about that? Would you do it?
if I had symptoms of early dementia, I would. But no, that's just it's a waste of time.
Okay. Well, that being said, when it comes to keeping your mind sharp, do you think it's better to trust your gut and stick to good old daily habits, or lean on medical tech like brain scans and high-dollar blood tests? What do you think about that, Jamie?
I trust my gut instinct 100,000%. I'm like a half witch right now. So yeah, no, I don't need anything else.
You're a half witch?
My gut instinct, when I follow it, it's like as if I'm a half a witch. Okay, take it for whatever you want.
Okay, I'll take it for the way you intended it. And Doug, do you think brain age scans ought to be just for folks with deep pockets, or should they be something everybody can get, like a regular checkup at the doctor's?
I don't believe in these high-cost tests that only a very small person, a part of our population can afford. If they're not available for everybody, then I don't think they ought to be available for anybody.
You know, talking about scans, now you can get body scans. They are expensive. And I thought about getting one at one point, and I know people that have thought about it. But here's the problem. If you get a body scan and it indicates there could be something wrong 20 years from now, what are you supposed to do about it now? I mean, do you really want that much information, Jamie?
No, I don't even want to eat plant-based food. I just want to live like a normal, regular person.
Okay, and Doug, if we could give you just a body scan for free, check you out, tell you what's up, give you a little prediction of what could be, and try to fix it before it got worse, what would you do?
I wouldn't bother.
You really
what are
wouldn't?
they going to say? You're old and you're going to get older, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay, well, that makes sense. You guys have a very, very nice 4th of July.
Happy
Thank you,
4th of
sir.
July.
Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Well, you know what? On second thought, I'm not letting you go yet. I'm going to ask you one more question in a moment, okay? I was going to let you go to 4th of July, but you can't leave yet, so sit right there, all right? Okay. All right, so here's a head scratcher for you. There's a study that older folks who spend more time alone might actually outlive the ones who are always out and about and gallivanting around. It's true. Turns out feeling lonely now and then might actually help some folks become more independent and self-reliant. That could be a good thing for their health, kind of flips the usual thinking on its head. We've been told always being social is the key to aging well, but this shows that loneliness and living longer might be more tangled up than we thought. All right, Jamie, what do you think about the idea that loneliness might help some older adults live longer?
Well, best of luck to them, because I don't want to live long and be lonely. That's such an oxymoron. That sounds so depressing. No.
I know, when I saw the survey, I was kind of surprised myself. If you're lonely, you could live longer. Does that make sense to you, Doug?
It does. Makes all the sense in the world. I think we confuse being alone to being lonely. They're two different things. I enjoy my life. I'm alone most of the time, and I'm very content with that. And I can see why I would live longer as a result of that. And also, as you live longer, you have more time actually to go to doctors, get at-home care, It makes perfect sense to me.
All right,
Perfect sense.
how big a deal do you think it is for older people to keep in touch with friends and family? Do you think being around people is always better than having just good, quiet, alone time? Would you rather be around people, Doug?
No. No. Most people, no. Now, I like the occasional good time with people, but it's occasional. I wouldn't want to do it every night. No.
Jamie, what about you?
Nobody said every night, but what? No, I'm social, friends, life. Why would you want to live your life lonely, alone? No, live it up every day.
Okay, so to then wrap this one up, I think I already know the answer after hearing both of you. Jamie, do you prefer more of an active social life, or do you like your alone time?
What do you think?
Okay, well, that pretty much says it all. Doug, do you want to just, no, that's fine. All right, happy 4th of July.